I spoke with Coach Franz yesterday, and he told me he thinks tonight's matchup will be a completely different matchup than the game they played before. Number one, Monmouth added a new point guard, and he says that Monmouth didn't play to their full potential. And number two, tonight, Coach said it's going to be a standout player versus standout player matchup. Jason Rivera-Torres versus Shane Blakeney. Shane is the defensive assignment of Torres. Coach says that if Shane can get going defensively, that'll push his offense. And number three, Coach told me he wants his team to really focus on transition defense and rebounding. If they do those things, they can win. Y'all, it's your girl Carmen. I'm here at the Hoop Group Showcase League, repping Athletically Challenged in the Hoop Group. What a great weekend of play it's been so far. These girls came to ball out right here at the AC Convention Center. I'm here at the South Philly Super Site where Newman Goretti just faced off with Tottenville in Staten Island, New York. Tottenville got the win, beating Newman Goretti 47-18. Great game. Nice for the team to finally get back into the winning column. So how does it feel to get this win to break the three-game losing streak?
We needed it, honestly. We've been going over practice about how to get our wins, how to work hard, urgency, and it just feels good.
Game high for you, 11 points, 2 rebounds. What did it take for you to lock in and kind of have this performance tonight?
Just going hard in practice. I want to thank my teammate Martin. Every day we're working out, so just working hard.
Chester got the convincing win, beating Bartram, shutout win, 40-0. Now, Coach Shaw of the Chester Clippers tells me this team is young, but they have 2 standout players, Deron and Jalen, a set of twins, wide receiver and quarterback. He tells me they bring productivity and leadership to this team. You'll look out for them more this season. You guys were catching that ball out there like nobody's business. Like, tell me about your game plan and what y'all thought before you came into this, and how did it play out?
We didn't have an initial game plan. Our coach always tells us to just go out there and have fun. And do us. As long as we're having fun, the game is going to come to us on both sides of the ball. So it worked out in our favor today.
What do you talk to them about in terms of poise and keeping that poise in these big moments?
Yeah, and then they started pressing us, and I thought we had pretty good spacing in our press offense.
23-point deficit at half. What does your team need to do to get back into this?
We need to play harder. I think Monmouth came out, punched us in the face. We're not playing hard enough. That's the bottom line. We're just not playing hard enough. Our effort is not there. You know, we're in shock. We're shell shocked right now. So if they come out and give way more effort.
So I talked to Coach Franz earlier in the week. He told me that he wants you guys to hang your hat on defense. What can you guys do defensively to kind of get yourselves back into this?
Play harder. Bottom line.
Coach, you're up right now. Other team has not scored. What has worked for you offensively so far?
I mean, they're giving us what we thought we would get defensively. And, you know, they really, the way they set up, they can't run with our wide receivers.
Coach Alessandro earlier, and he told me his team is undefeated in the bye. They're coming off a bye week. They had a loss last week against the Atlanta Truth, and he says that this week they really want to manage the game better. They want to take care of the ball, tackle, limit mistakes, maintain their drives, and limit the Prodigy's drives. He says that passing is their strength, but they want to focus on the run game. Last week, quarterback Karen Mulligan had a few turnovers. He says this week how to eliminate that. He says Mulligan has to make better decisions, but also the coaching staff has to put her in a better position. He says it's a symbiotic thing. And also, they just want to get their first home win of the season. Nail biter at the end. 14-13 is the final score. So I'm talking to you, Ashley, quarterback. How did you play the game that you played today? You played really well.
Thank you. I have a routine on game day. I go get breakfast. I read my book. I write in my journal. And so every time I write it down, just breathe, next play. That's the mentality. Breathe, get the play in, make sure everybody knows what's going on. Just keep breathing. That's what I tell myself.
How does it feel to get your second win of the season and the last win for the entire season?
It feels good to know that we're ending on a high. So going into next season, we bring that same energy and hopefully have a better season next season. So.
How did it feel to kind of have that nail biter at the end? Like, they was really close to coming back. Like, what were y'all thoughts in that moment when it was a field goal away? The Drexel Dragons are coming off a 3-game losing streak. Now, Coach Massinat spoke to me yesterday and told me that although they've lost some games, they're improving. They're building off each loss. And a sleeper for tonight's game, Coach says, is William Garcia. He says he's been practicing really well. They're looking for him to have a solid game. Now, Coach told me 2 things his team needs to do to win tonight. Number 1, work on transition defense. Really be defensively locked in. And number 2, play a full 40-minute game on both ends of the ball. A lot of injuries for y'all this season. Your coach told me you had 16 injuries on the offensive end. Y'all was 5-1 last year. You're ending 2-4. So tell me, how does it feel to get this win, and how did you guys overcome that adversity to be down so many people?
We just came together as a team. Next man had to step up, and so that's what we did.
They really, the way they set up, they can't run with our wide receivers.
When I spoke to you before, you talked about momentum, and the big thing in this game is who's going to have the momentum. How is the momentum swung in your way positively, and how can you keep it up in the second half?
I think we had momentum from the beginning of the game. Defense is doing a great job. You know, when we talked, I said it's all about stopping three.
Okay, Coach. And lastly, I know you had an injury. What do you say to your players in the locker room to kind of keep that perspective of like, hey, guys, you know, our girl is down, but we're going to keep going?
I don't really have to say anything. You know, when we say prodigy on 3, family on 6, when we say family, like that thing is heartfelt. And so I don't have to say anything because those ladies do a great job of patrolling themselves. They understand the situation. You know, we said our prayer for her, and the best thing we can do is go out here and finish this game.
Talk to me about y'all defense. They scored at the last second, but all game y'all shut them out. Talk to me about y'all defense and how you're going to carry that over to the next game.
Defense, they've been doing this since camp, since off season. So I had to go against them every practice, so I already know what they can bring. They awesome dogs out there. Like they not gonna let nobody score easily. So.
And then lastly, next opponent, you don't know who it is yet. What do you hope y'all team brings in this next game? Like the number one thing you want to bring?
Fire, domination, just be us. That's all I'm worried about.
I'm here at the All-City Classic where freshmen, sophomore, and junior boys just competed in a competition, Catholic and public schools. What a competition it was. And fun fact for you, this competition has been around since 1995. It's on its 30th year, but there's only been 28 competitions because 2 years were canceled because of COVID. Another fun fact, the first MVP of this competition in 1995 was our very own RIP Kobe Bryant. We'll have more interviews for you soon. What was the inspiration for this? Like, was it because of your experience in AAU or just like, the experiences you know others go through?
Great question. So I was that parent that other parents and other young athletes for 15 plus years were calling, texting, saying.
Because you were in the know.
I was in the know, you know, or sometimes I wasn't. And I was trying to find out too. And then I'd go and research it. But just because I had 3 kids that have gone through the basketball system really at every level, I became that person that folks would reach out to.
So tell me, Isaiah, what do games like this do for your game as a pro?
It helps me a lot. Just coming into like NBA, you know, just trying to play in the playoff game. Everybody trying to play to win a championship, trying to play the hardest. So it just prepared me for like these types of moments.
What are you looking forward to for this next game? Like, what is your mentality?
First, I can't cherish this win, have fun with it tonight, but tomorrow I got to relock in on our opponents.
How great have the coaches been in terms of your development, trying to help you and kind of like, you know, foster your skills?
Oh, Team Final has got me everywhere I've gone, honestly. I've been since 7th grade. They've just been getting me better. Like,
who in the league do you look to as like someone you want to emulate in terms of their shooting?
Someone I looked up to my whole life, Kevin Durant. Big, lanky like me.
I'm here at Norristown High School and upset alert. Parkland just beat Archbishop Wood 59-51. What a game it was right down to the end. Great game. We'll have more interviews for you soon. For you, how was it playing in this tournament? I know you told me before that you've played in this tournament for years. How was it for you being in this environment, playing like amongst all these people?
It's definitely a good environment every time I come here. There's always so much talent here, so many good games to watch. It is a little bittersweet because it's my last AAU tournament since I'm 17. Okay. But I'm glad that I can end it here because this is probably one of my favorite tournaments.
And Germantown Friends Tigers just played Girard College High School. Germantown Friends beat them 65-53. Now, Jordan Dill had 26 points. He's a top prospect in the state of Pennsylvania. Crazy buzzer beater I just saw you make. How do you feel?
I don't even know the words, exhilarated. I guess that's the best way I can put it.
I'm here today at SneakerCon in Philadelphia. And as we all know, sneakers and basketball go hand in hand. So let's see what the people think. Tell me, what is your favorite basketball sneaker of all time?
Probably the Air Jordan 7.
What would you tell younger girls who want to pursue their passions or start their own brand, their own business?
So I would just tell everybody that like it's space for everybody to play the game of basketball, whether where you are. The game is just going to continue to grow.
How was it for you as a girl player to watch the WNBA and see those girls play?
It felt good to see like more women playing basketball.
And I saw you really just kind of like going hard with your one-on-one, like you was going one-on-one with a guy. You kind of was, you know, making a lot of crazy shots.
Right.
Do you practice that a lot? Like, how did you get your game to this level where you can kind of go one-on-one like that and just attack?
I get a lot of reps outside, so I practice outside by myself with my friends. So I just wanted to show people what I could do.
What does this mean to the community to bring all these players to all these different places here?
Well, it's cool.
And look, it's on the basketball court right now, right?
So obviously, basketball is just a stage. It's just something that we set to be able to make a deeper impact. I do want people to see that this is the hood, and we can have something like this, all love, no issues, no drama.
It's lit out here. I mean, people were talking, people in the crowd were talking to you. You was getting involved with them. Like, does that get you going?
Yeah, for sure. It make me feel like I got to prove something.
Right.
Slam Dunk to the Beach was just that, a slam dunk. The annual event ended tonight, and it didn't disappoint. From the players from out of town, to the coaches, to the fans, and the kids, it was an exciting week for all who participated. For some, this isn't the first time at Slam Dunk to the Beach.
It's huge seeing like all the top 25 teams just come through. We saw LeBron James when I was younger. They actually lost by a point. So lots of good action from back in the day.
But for others, their first time is bigger than them.
I think it's really cool. I think this is kind of, it feels kind of like a big tournament for Delaware, because Delaware doesn't have a lot of tournaments. So for girls to have the same exposure that boys did this year, that's kind of cool.
This is the first time Slam has brought women's basketball to the tournament, and it's even more special for visitors who have ties to this area.
When I was younger, I used to live here, and I'm actually from the DMV. So, being back around this area, getting to see my family was definitely a cool experience.
And with the food, family, fun, and basketball, Slam Dunk to the Beach is something people look forward to.
It's really big for this area. I like a lot of people from different states. I know travel here to watch all the games, and it's cool that they added girls so that it's kind of like another aspect to the tournaments and to the reason why people come. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's really cool.
With Slam Dunk to the Beach coming to a close, organizers tell me they will now gather focus groups with people who came to the tournament to talk about what went well and what didn't, and how they can improve for next year's Slam. With coverage you can count on in Lewis, I'm Carmen Holland, WRDE, Coast TV News.